Hey guys, it's Miss Hollingsworth back with another video, and this week we are going to be talking about abbreviations. So let's get into what they are, how we read them, and how we write them, okay? So what is an abbreviation? An abbreviation is just a shorter way to write a word. For example, instead of spelling out the whole word street, you can abbreviate that with capital S, lowercase t, and a period. Street. Okay? Why do we abbreviate? Well, abbreviations save time and take up less space when you're writing or typing. They can even make your writing easier to read. What kind of words do we usually abbreviate? Well, days of the week, words and addresses, states, titles for people, months of the year, units of measurement, and some words associated with time are all words that we frequently abbreviate. Let's talk about one of those specific categories. So today we're going to be talking about titles of people. And you've used those your whole life. You probably just didn't think about what they were called. So words that go before a person's name, like doctor, or their rank, if they are a firefighter, a police officer in any branch of the military, like captain. And those are very frequently abbreviated. So let's take a look at doctor and captain, for example. Okay. In the word doctor, we take this long old thing and turn it to capital D, lowercase r, and a period. So let's look at that. We take the first letter and the last letter. Captain can be abbreviated two different ways, and it depends on what branch of the service you're in. It could be CPT or CAPT. So either way, we're taking the letters from the beginning of the word. But I want you to notice that either way, the way we read the abbreviation is by saying this full word. So we don't say "der," we still say doctor. We still say captain. And that's true for most abbreviations. Okay? Another thing I want you to notice is that these abbreviations start with a capital and end with a period. Now, almost all abbreviations end with a period, and quite a lot of them start with a capital. We'll get to a few later in the week that do not, and we'll talk about why that is. Okay? So let's look at some specific titles of people. Most of these you are familiar with. You've heard them, you've used them, you've read them, you've written them. But let's look at them anyway. So we've got doctor, like we talked about, and Mr. We've got Miss for an unmarried lady, or Mrs. Now, Mrs. is a little weird because it is MRS, and there's no R in the original word. But MRS used to be an abbreviation for mistress, and that was how you would address a married lady, Mistress Eloise or Mistress Johnson. So this is kind of an old school thing that has just sort of gotten left over. You've also got, like I said, ranks in the military or in civil service, like captain and sergeant. You've got words like junior or senior that get added to the end of a person's name if they are the younger or older with the same name. My husband is actually a junior and his dad is a senior. So this one's the younger one and this one's the older one. So you add it to the end of your name. I want you to notice that these titles are always capitalized because they are part of a person's name. And we know that people's names are proper nouns, so they get a capital letter. There's also some that you don't see as frequently, but they're still important titles, like professor and president. And those are just the first few letters of the title. Then you have reverend, senator, and representative. And these are all pretty easy because they are just the first couple of letters. But we'll get into some other titles or abbreviations coming up tomorrow. Right now, I will see you in the next video. Bye!